Most people completely misunderstand what it means to start a business in emerging markets, and because of that misunderstanding, they assume it is automatically unstable, overly complex, or impossible without deep local connections. But the surprising truth is this: even in countries like South Sudan, there is a formal legal structure for company registration, and once you understand how the system is designed, the process becomes far more logical than most people expect. Now imagine someone like David, a 37-year-old entrepreneur from Chicago. He runs a small consulting firm that specializes in infrastructure development advisory services for international NGOs and construction firms. Recently, he notices increasing opportunities in East Africa, especially in logistics, rebuilding projects, and energy-related infrastructure. And one country keeps appearing in reports and development discussions: South Sudan. At first, David assumes company formation there would be chaotic, informal, and nearly impossible to navigate. But he keeps researching. And what he discovers starts to challenge his assumptions completely. South Sudan, despite its challenges as a young nation, has a legal framework for business registration that allows entrepreneurs to establish limited liability companies through official government institutions. And the key administrative center for these processes is the capital city Juba, where most company registration, licensing, and regulatory approvals are handled. And that detail matters more than it seems. Because even in complex environments, structure still exists. And structure is what makes business possible. But David doesn't know that yet. So, he begins with assumptions. He thinks business registration will be unpredictable. But here's where things get interesting. Even in emerging economies, company formation typically follows a legal sequence: name reservation, documentation, registration, submission, tax identification, and licensing. And once you understand that sequence, the system stops feeling random and starts feeling procedural. Now David begins his journey with the first concept: understanding what an LLC actually means in this context. A limited liability company is a legal entity that separates the owner's personal assets from the business's obligations, meaning liability is generally limited to the capital invested in the company. And that concept is extremely important, because it is the foundation of modern business protection. But here's the first problem David faces. He assumes that legal systems in emerging markets are informal or inconsistent. But in reality, South Sudan's business registration system is administered through government offices that require formal documentation and structured approval processes. And that means nothing is left to guesswork. Everything must be documented. So David begins with step 1, business name reservation. And this sounds simple, but it is not. Because every company name must be reviewed and approved to ensure it is unique and compliant with national registration standards. So David prepares several name options and submits them through the appropriate registration authority. And then, he waits. And this is where emotional tension begins. Because waiting creates uncertainty. Did he choose a valid name? Will it be rejected? Will he have to start over? But here's the insight that changes everything. In formal registration systems, waiting is not chaos. It is validation. It is the process that ensures legal identity is unique and recognized. So David continues. Next comes documentation, preparation. And this is where structure becomes essential. Because forming a company requires official identification documents, shareholder details, business objectives, and legal declarations, depending on jurisdiction requirements. And this is where many entrepreneurs underestimate complexity, because they assume paperwork is secondary. But in reality, paperwork is the company's legal foundation. So David clearly defines his business as an infrastructure consulting and project advisory firm focused on supporting reconstruction initiatives and international development programs. And that clarity matters, because vague descriptions often create delays or additional review requirements. But here's where things shift again. In South Sudan, as in many countries, foreign entrepreneurs often work through local representatives or legal consultants, who assist with documentation and submission. And this is not just convenience. It is efficiency. Because local intermediaries understand administrative expectations and reduce processing errors. So David partners with a local business consultant in Juba. And that decision immediately improves his process. Now comes the submission phase. And this is where the system becomes visible. Because registration is not instant. It is reviewed by authorities who verify identity, structure, and compliance. And this is where patience becomes critical. Because from David's perspective, nothing is happening. But, from the system's perspective, verification is happening at multiple levels. And here's the insight most people miss. In business registration systems, silence does not mean inactivity. It means evaluation. So David waits. And eventually approval begins to move forward. But here's where another important step appears. Tax registration. Because a company is not legally complete until it is registered with the relevant tax authority and issued a tax identification number. Without that, the company cannot operate fully or engage in formal transactions. So David completes this step through the proper channels. And now his company is legally recognized. But here's where things become more real. Because registration is only the beginning. Now comes operational reality. And this is where many entrepreneurs struggle. Because forming a company is one thing. Running it is another. In emerging markets, companies must often navigate administrative reporting, licensing renewals, and regulatory updates, depending on industry type. And ignoring these obligations can create serious problems. So David builds a simple structure. He organizes documentation, tracks compliance deadlines, and maintains communication with his local consultant. And that structure stabilizes everything. But now let's zoom out. Why would someone form a company in South Sudan at all? The answer is opportunity concentration. Emerging markets often have high demand for infrastructure, logistics, energy, and development services due to ongoing growth and reconstruction efforts. And entrepreneurs like David see potential in contributing expertise to that environment. But here's the deeper insight. The real value is not just company formation. It is participation in early-stage economic systems where growth potential is significantly higher than saturated markets. And David begins to understand this clearly. He is not just registering a company. He is positioning himself inside a developing economic ecosystem. And that changes his entire perspective. Now let's bring everything together clearly. An LLC-style company in South Sudan is formed through a structured legal process involving business name reservation, documentation preparation, registration submission to government authorities, tax registration, and compliance setup. After that, ongoing obligations ensure the company remains legally active and operational. And while the environment may seem complex at first glance, the underlying structure is consistent. Define, submit. Verify, register. Maintain. That is the system. And once David understands that system, everything becomes clearer. Because he is no longer reacting to uncertainty. He is working within structure. And that is the real transformation. He started this journey assuming everything would be unpredictable and difficult to navigate. But he ends it with something very different. A registered company, a clear operational framework, and a strategic understanding of how legal business systems function even in emerging markets. And more importantly, a shift in mindset. From uncertainty to structure. From assumption to understanding. From hesitation to informed action. That is the real lesson. Because once you understand systems, you stop seeing chaos. And you start seeing process. And once you see process, you can navigate almost anything. If you found this guide helpful and want more deep breakdowns of international company registration and global business opportunities, make sure to subscribe to the channel.